super pumped to show you how I do interior design in Canva. As a designer myself, this is by far the biggest barrier to entry when starting my design company. Hello and welcome to the Wanderlust host channel. My name is Olivia Tati and I am a short-term rental specialist and world traveler on a mission to inspire you to invest in real estate and travel the world. I know this video might not quite be like my usual videos, but I've seen the need to show people how to actually design spaces in Canva. It's literally like my little magic trick. And it's also amazing how completely accurate and realistic it looks. Like, here's a before and after of a Canva mockup versus what it looked like in real life. Picking out interior design tools can be extremely overwhelming. There are so many ones out there and a lot of them like really aren't even good at all. Trust me, I've tried a few of them. Or they're super expensive, and when you're just getting started, and especially if you're trying to DIY it yourself, you really don't have a crap ton of money to spend. And if you're trying to pull on a budget, that can be really freaking annoying. And so in comes Canva. I literally use Canva for so many different parts of my business and in every single one of my businesses, and just for personal life a lot of the time. But my absolute favorite thing to do is mocking up rooms. While I do offer interior design services, I have an interior design business and have different packages that I offer depending on how much help you need. I basically go in, design the home or a restaurant or a hotel for you, but some people just don't have the budget to pay for those services, and that's totally okay. Also, some people are just a little bit more design savvy and they kind of want to do it themselves, but they just don't know how. So that's why I'm here to teach you how to do it. And you might be thinking, Olivia, you have an interior design business. Why would you show people how to do what you're doing? Like, isn't this gonna take away from my interior design business? The answer to that is no. Just because people know how to do something, it doesn't mean that they are actually gonna do it or actually even want to do it. For example, I know how to edit videos very poorly, but you know, I can do it. And I edited the first few videos of this channel by myself. Definitely not the greatest editing in the world, but it worked, you know? But then I hired an editor and it's made my life so much easier. I don't have to think about that portion. It's the same thing with design. Some people just don't want the effort of having to design the place themselves. And so that's where I come in. So yes, I will still have plenty of clients. So this is just my way of giving back and teaching others how to do it too. So let's get started, shall we? But first, if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button, share this with anyone who you think may find this to be useful or interesting. I want to get this video out to as many people as possible, and every little subscribe or like or share help. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, if you're not familiar with it, this is Canva. I'm gonna go ahead and click create a design. Now for design stuff, I like to personally use the presentation format. I find it to be just pretty solid for whenever you're mocking up a room. So whenever you're getting started here, you're first gonna wanna put in flooring. So I actually just find flooring that looks similar to the kind of floors that I'm actually gonna have in the place. So one way to do that is you click this elements button, and let's say I wanted wood floors. So it's actually going to come up with some different options of wood floors. Okay, so I actually do like these. So these graphics up top, these are going to be more of your cartoony style stuff. Usually when I am picking out like flooring, I'll look in these photos because it's going to be more natural wood looking. I think I actually like this first one. We're going to use this to start off. So what I come in here is I will then decrease the size of this image, because basically what you're going to see on this page will be the mock-up of the space. So you can come in here, I copy and paste it so that I get repeat patterns of the wood, and it doesn't have to look perfect. Remember, there's going to be a rug over it. It doesn't have to be totally 100% accurate, because you're just mocking up the space to see what it's going to look like in real life, or like an image of what it could look like in real life. So copying and pasting that and putting that in this space here. And then something that I do like to do for recurring patterns, I'll actually group them together. That way, if I ever move anything, it's all going to move as one piece. And that just makes it really easy for me, especially when I'm going into different parts of the room. So got this, and in this presentation here, I have already actually picked out all of the furniture pieces I want, because I don't want you to
waste time here with me looking through Amazon or article or Wayfair trying to pick out furniture. So I've already picked everything out. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the couch. So for this, I'm going for a fun blue design that could be perfect for a short-term rental because, as we know, I'm a short-term rental designer. I love doing short-term rental design and I love doing fun, colorful places. The easiest way to actually transfer things into Canva is by just using copy and paste. So I'll go in and copy and paste pictures, or I'll save images, download them, and then transport them into Canva. But for example, this couch, I'll click here. I'll just do a right click, copy image, then go back to Canva, and I will put the couch in here. Okay, so you've got this couch. You see that there's that white background behind. We want to get rid of that white background. So here's another tidbit. There are two different versions of Canva. There's the Canva that's free, and then there's the Canva Pro version. And the Canva Pro version, that's the one, I'm going to put a link in my captions. That way you can go back and sign up for Canva, a free month of Canva Pro. Some of these images you can only use if you're using Canva Pro. So just an FYI. And then some of the tools that I'm going to be using here, you can also only use them if you're using Canva Pro. So now I've got this image in here. I'm going to click the Edit Photo button. And now there's this background remover tool. What this background remover tool does is exactly what it says. It removes the background from an image. So I'm going to click here, click background remover, and voila, now there is no background. So I can move this around and you see we don't have that white box behind it anymore. A lot of the times I'll like to crop the image as well, just it makes it easier when moving things around. But now you've got a couch in the center over there. So that looks really good. Okay, so now we've got a couch. It's already kind of starting to look like a room. Let's look at the other items that I have here. So we did the couch. Now let's pick out a rug. So we've already picked out this rug. And so sometimes pictures you're not gonna be able to just copy the image and put it in. So for example, here with this rug, I'll usually go and I'll find something that looks like, the rug front forward. So like this image or this image are probably going to be your best bet. But as you can see here, if I right click, it doesn't give me that copy image button. So I'm actually going to save it as an image. Oops, did that twice. And then I'm going to come back into Canva and drag that image in here. And it's basically the same as copying and pasting. So let's get that rotated. So I want that to be a perfect 90 degrees. So I'm going to come here and I will then extend this so that it fits more like a rug would. And I'm actually going to put it behind the couch here. So in order to do that, you can click on the couch and then the layer button. I sometimes use keys, but just so that I can show you here, I am going to bring that to the front because I want it to come in front of the rug here. So that way, it actually looks like this couch is sitting on top of the rug. Okay, so we have the couch, we've got the rug, looks pretty cute so far, we're getting there. And so let's see what else we have here. Let's start with the wallpaper. So the wallpaper is something I decided for this particular design that I want wallpaper in the back. So I came here to this website, and thankfully they had an image where it was just the image of the wallpaper in the back. So once again, I'm going to come here, copy that image, go back to Canva, and paste it in the back. Perfection. And so I think for this design in particular, I'm just going to do a feature wall, just one wall in the back, and for it to really fit according to size, I'm just going to make it a little bigger there. And now what you can do is you can send this to the back so that it goes behind the couch, behind the rug, behind the flooring. So I'm going to right click again, go to that layer button, send that to the back. And voila, that looks pretty good now. I'm actually going to move this couch and this flooring down a little bit because I want that to be right there. And I think that looks perfect. Okay, so we've got a beautiful feature wall here now. Let's keep adding different things to the design. So got rid of the feature wall. We can close that out. And then I want to add some cushions. So I'm thinking for this one, probably some pink cushions would be good, just to really bring out the feminine side a little bit. So I like this one. But for now, let's go ahead and put these pink cushions. So once again, edit that photo, remove the background, make it a little smaller. And so you can add some cute little pink cushions here onto the couch. Okay, that's starting to look pretty cute and put together. We love this. Okay, so now what I want to do is start adding a few more things in. I want to also start seeing more of the room, not just the couch area. So I've got two different options here in terms of chairs. I'm not really sure how this one's going to look, so we're going to try it out. We'll see if we like it. If not, I've got another option that I think is going to look really good. This one might be a little too busy with everything that's going on here. Let's see. Or it could be perfect. Who knows? Let's edit that photo. Background remover. Okay, so we've got that background removed. I think this might be a little too much, which is funny because, you know, I'm a lot and I love that. But this might be just a little bit too much, too chaotic. But so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to group all of these together. So I'm going to group the couch and the wallpaper in the back together, because the couch, from what I'm envisioning here, is going to be actually centered on the wallpaper. So if I group those together, I can actually move everything together to the side and then quickly ungroup it so I can send that wallpaper back. Okay, and now I've got this new space, right, which is going to be to the right, like probably on the right side of the couch. And we're going to try this out. So for example, here, what I'd probably want to do is flip it so that the two chairs are facing each other. So we've got that option. It might be a little too chaotic, so let's try a different option too. Let's duplicate this page. And let's try some other chairs that I have. Okay, let's try these ones. So let's pick out this chair, go back to Canva. Okay, I think I like this better. And that's the beautiful thing about being able to mock up the space, is you can see what's actually going to work together and what's not, right? Because if you don't mock up the space, I might have purchased all of those things together just because I like them, and then they came together and it'd feel like it was way too much. But so here, this feels a little more put together and classy and not extra chaotic. It also just kind of depends on the space, but you can see how things look a little cleaner here, in my opinion, than they did with these two chairs. I think there's too much with the wallpaper in the back with the chairs as well. So we're going to delete this one. We're going to leave these two. So I'm also going to put these over here. And the way that I like to do this is so that I'm kind of like flowing through a room, so you can kind of see it move. And I just like how that works. It feels very satisfying to the brain. So now I'm going to add in some white cushions here. I think would be very cute on those pink chairs, these ivory cushions. So we're going to add those in now. Edit that photo, remove that background. And just another reminder is that the background remover is only available for Canva Pro. So if you don't have Canva Pro, you won't be able to use it. So I definitely recommend signing up using the link in the caption. That way you can at least see if you're going to use Canva Pro or not, or if you should just stick with a free account. But now you can put these cute little cushions on. Perfect. And then usually what I like to do is have a little table in between there. So we've got this little thing. We can copy and paste the image. So there is one more thing that I wanted to show you though, if you get an image that doesn't have a blank background. So let me quickly put this in, and then I'll pull an image that doesn't have a blank background and show you what you can do in that situation. But okay, so here we've got this little table, right? I'm probably going to want that to be behind the chairs. So I'm going to click layer, send to back. Oh, actually did not want to send to back. I'm going to click layer and send backward, just so that it goes behind the little couch. And so another thing here that I do like to do is group everything. So I'm going to do that right after. But let me move this a little bit more to this way. Put that there in the center. And I'm going to send it one more layer backward. And so I've got it behind those two chairs. So probably going to move this a little bit more to the side. So now you've got this cute little nook thing going on. But yeah, so one thing I did want to show you, as I was saying, is let's say I decided I wanted to pick this chair and they don't have any images that have the white background, right? You can still come here, click on this chair, copy that image, go into Canva, click paste or copy and paste, and go to that edit photo and remove the background. And you still get a pretty beautiful background remover. Now, it doesn't work every single time. And we'll probably run into that with one of the items here, but it does a pretty good job for most situations. It's really when you have like a busy background where it gets confused about what is in the foreground and what's in the background. Okay, so we've got chairs, we've got a cute little table there, super vibey. And then what else do we have here that we can use? Don't need any more chairs, don't need an end table. Oh yes, let's put a picture, right? So the cool thing is you can even mock up gallery walls and stuff. So I've done a lot of gallery wall mock-ups directly in Canva, and then I'll use a different tool to actually like measure to see how big I want everything, but at least I can put everything together and see what it's going to look like. So I think here I just want one of these images. I'm going to actually click edit photo, remove the background, and it's probably going to leave all of these pictures up. I think that's a little too much right now, so I'm actually going to crop this down because I just want this image over here. So crop that. Now I've got a beautiful piece that I think looks wonderful as just like a standalone right there. So right now, for today's purposes, I'm just going to copy and paste it versus moving it, just so you can see a little bit of it on the edge. And you can't even see it too much here, but that way you get a little sneak peek. I think that looks lovely. But so now we have, I want to put a little throw blanket on. So you see, this one's a pretty complicated image. I'm going to look and see if there are any other images on here that could work better. That really seems like it's probably the best image out of all of them. So now let's go in and I'm going to drape it actually over one of the arms on the chair. So let me edit this photo. Remove the background. Now, I'm not really expecting it to do a really great job of removing this background, but we'll see. It's taking its time. Okay, so it did a decent job. It actually did a pretty decent job, but you can still see that there's the armchair behind there. So what I'm gonna wanna do is actually erase that part. So you can click on that background remover and this erase button, and I'm gonna go in and erase sections that I don't want on here. So I'm gonna kind of erase all of that. Don't really need it. And honestly, with the way things are right now, I'm gonna see how this looks. Like, I think this is like way too big for this couch. So we're gonna kind of drape that a little bit like that. Since I have so much going on this side, I'm actually gonna move it to this side. Let's flip the image, flip horizontal. There we go. Okay, now I just want to show you so we can close out these pillows. Probably don't need any more of these. Don't need a throw blanket anymore. Actually not going to use that pot. I will use this pot. So I want to show you how I put in plants as well. So here I have this fiddle fig that I want in the corner over there. So I'm going to copy this image. I'm going to go back into Canva. When I'm in Canva, I'm going to copy and paste this, edit the photo. Background remover, background. We've got a cute plant over here in the corner. I'd actually make this a little smaller. There we go. And then let's say I want to add a white pot to it. So this is going to be the white pot. Copy and paste this. Then I'm going to come in here to Canva, add a nice cute little white pot. Oops, copy and paste too many there. And then background remover. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Add a little pot to it. So you can kind of just see what that looks like in that corner. I actually think this needs to come up a little bit. So when I want to move things all together, this is what I was saying before. Do you really want to use that group function? That way I can kind of move this around as one whole entity versus totally by itself. So we're going to put that there. I think that looks lovely and lush. I'm actually going to move this couch a little bit to the side. And I can group this couch all as one. So that way I can move the whole thing. And that is a lot easier than having to try and move each of the separate items. I've got a lot of things in here already. I do want a little light fixture in the corner over there. So I'm going to copy this image, put it over here. Let's edit that photo, remove the background. Already starting to crop it. And I want that to go over here. I am going to get rid of that little tiny wire just because it annoys me, but you definitely don't need to. Just one of my little pet peeves. So now I've got a cute little light fixture over here. And once again, I'm going to want to make sure that that's in here as well, just to ensure consistency. We've got the light fixture. Oh, and also you might not be able to see this, but you can see the other light fixture here. You can either go and erase it using the edit photo background remover erase feature, or you can just crop it so that you don't see it anymore. So we've got lights. I'm going to add a little overhead lamp as well because I like to change my light fixtures in houses and I like to see how everything goes together. So we can close all of these. And then we've just got our coffee table. So adding this, editing the photo here, background remover once again. I'm telling you, background remover is your best friend, like truly your best friend. So now we're going to crop that. Going to add this light fixture here just so you can kind of see. And you see how like here it kind of didn't do the background remover properly. You can either leave it, or if you're psycho like me and a bit of a control freak, you're going to add that back in so that it looks all good and full. And then the last thing I'm going to add is a little coffee table. So there's many you can pick from. I'm probably going to pick this one since my couch is facing forward. I want to kind of keep that consistency. So I'm going to copy this image here and go back to Canva. Add the little coffee table, edit this photo, background remover. Make this smaller so it just kind of fits to size. Now you've got a little coffee table there. Like, how cute is this? And I'm also going to add this light fixture to this side too, just because, and you can have it anywhere, really. Put that there, as well as the coffee table. And there you go. You've designed, or we have designed together right here, a full room in Canva. And it just comes to, like, literally, this is how I've created so many of my designs. I'll even come and show you here some designs that we've done. This is one design that we did for a client, but you can see here, we start off with images that create a mood board for the space, and then we'll go into the actual design of the room. So you'll see how the whole space flows together, mood board for a room, and then how we design the space, how the whole space goes together. Same for the kitchen, same for any of the bedrooms, same for more bedrooms, and you can just kind of see how the flow of the room goes and works together, and it's so cool to just see that all come to life.
Well, I hope that that was really helpful for you, and make sure to let me know what you actually think of this video, or if you watched it at all. I'd love to see you tag me in it on social media or anything like that. And once again, as always, I would appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button and share this with anyone and everyone you think might enjoy a video like this or might find it handy. I'd love to help as many people as I possibly can get started or excel in their real estate investing journey, and now in their interior design portion of it. Okay, peace.